Joint account for the couple in marriage. You keep emphasizing marriage as if people probably in a relationship, say just dating, who decide that they want to go and open a joint account. I'm not sure. When we say joint accounts, usually we're talking about couples that are married. So, well, it depends on how you want to look at it. For instance, I do not advocate for it. Okay. I do not advocate for it. Mm-hmm. The reason is this: when there is a joint account, I feel it is going to create some kind of problems. Already, this mentality of my money is your money is our money, and my money is my money.
Yeah, but your money is our money, my money is our money, kind of.
Not all women will agree, but I find myself in a religion where it is agreed that my money as the husband is actually the family's money. It belongs to both the wife and the husband. But her money, the money she earns, is her own money. It is in the secular society that we find out that some women are being considerate and sensible to economic situations, and maybe they decide on their own to contribute to supporting the family. But come on, we're in the 21st century. Okay. It is not out of place for you to submit your money before the entire family as the wife and say, okay, I'm bringing it in to support
you said
the family.
You are not an advocate of joint account.
No, I'm not.
Then you said we're in 21st century.
Yes.
And it's not out of place.
Yes.
For a woman.
Yes.
To submit her salary to you.
Yes, to support the family.
You said that your religious belief says that your money as a man is for the family.
Yes, it's for the family.
Money.
It's our money. Yes,
so what should I submit?
See, that's why I said we're in the 21st century.
What 21st century? Why should I submit my money?
Why should you not? If I submit my own, we are not talking about what is that word now?
Wait, you will submit your own too. Are you saying we should bring it to the table? You bring your salary to the table, I bring my own to the table. Is that what you're talking about?
We have to gender balance, for the purpose of gender balance.
So gender equality.
Yes. When you women are always advocating for that. Let's do gender equality here too.
I want to establish a stand. You are saying you don't believe in joint accounts. This one that you bring your own, I'll bring my own. What is it called?
It simply means both of us contributing jointly.
No, that is joint account now. Whether it's on the table or the bank, it's joint account now.
You see, when a man and a woman marry, they pray for them to enjoy the marriage. Long life for the husband, long life for the wife. If you truly want long life for the husband, joint account is very, very important. Because there was a study in Britain. They did a research about 1,000 married couples. And they now discovered that homes where they have nagging, serious quarrel every day is because they don't operate joint accounts. But homes where they operate joint accounts, no problem. There's happiness.
And there's money we know.
Because you see, money, finance is very, very important in marriage. If all the burden is on the man, if you buy a car and you pack all the load in the market and put it inside the car, the absorber will show you shake. You understand? That is just it.
Now, you talked about a research. Thank God the research was carried out in Great Britain and not in Nigeria, not anywhere in Africa. Our social and cultural belief is different from that of the Western world that you referred to. Joint account, you're talking about money in the bank. Or is I saying it doesn't matter whether it's money in the bank or physical money. It is just the resources of the family that is available that we're saying. Now, how do you determine joint account?
See, I'm talking for me. Excuse me. For when it comes to joint account, I feel it's a good thing.
How?
I feel joint account is a good thing, but I don't subscribe to it. I'll tell you why. It's a good thing because, just like he said, if you as a husband, you declare how much you are earning, first and foremost. You're going to tell the house, your wife, of course, I'm earning 250,000 naira, and the money is there to see. Then we'll start spending from the money. Then when the money finish,
we start spending. We start spending from which money now?
Our money.
Which is our money?
Your money.
You see.
No, let me.
That is.
No. We are talking about our money now. In African culture, a man is the head of the house, and he's the provider. Me, I'm to assist. Like, look at it now. Like, if there's no Maggie at home, I should be able to buy it. If you travel and I need to hold the house in your absence, I should be able to hold it. But I'm trying to buttress what she said though. If we know your money is 250 and we finish spending it, I won't start asking for any money again from you. Sure? Because the
money for Maggie or anything you bought in his absence, are you sure you are not going to?
No, now I'm a good person.
It is not. No, I find it difficult to believe you because
I will not ask.
No, because I know women. You guys can spend, say, your 2,000 naira on a particular need of the home. You will not ask immediately. You will just. Like, I know a wife that always tells her husband, I bought so and so in your absence. She will not ask you for a refund at once. She will not. It will seem as if she has done it for the family. You as the husband will now say, dear, thank you very much for at least taking care of the house in my absence. Later on, they want to buy something or you promise them something. It is then they will inflate the money for that thing you want to buy for them. Yes. No, in fact, they will make times two. They will make times two of what they spent.
She will simply tell you that, the last money I had, I used it to buy this also thing in the house, and I need to buy this. I don't know if you are.
See, if you force me, I'll still continue what I was saying. Now, if we know that you don't have money again, that demand will not be there. But when it comes to joint accounts, I feel for people that want to do it, I feel that we talk about it's good. I said it's good, but I can't do it.
Why?
It's good because probably if you have a project and there's a joint account, you can bring part of your money. We'll put it there. Then we'll also discuss the ratio. Maybe ratio 2:1 or ratio 3:1.
What do you mean? What do you mean ratio 2:1? For some of us who failed maths, what do you mean by ratio?
For instance, if you're earning for the joint account, you can be bringing 100,000 into every month. Then me, I can be putting 30,000 or 20,000 naira.
Why?
I'm supporting you. I'm your helpmate.
Which helpmate?
I'm your helpmate. So I'll be putting 20,000
now you see, sorry.
inside.
Now you see what we are saying. We are now going back to what we were saying earlier. How can you say the man should contribute 100,000? You are contributing 30 or 40 or 30 or 20,000. 30%. Where is that fair?
You're earning more than me now. Are you not earning more than me? Let's peg it at the fact that you are earning more than me. And we even agree that we are going to do joint account. So it's one me I have that I'll put into account. See, joint account is in different form.
Listen.
About that
listen, left to me. For those who believe in this joint account thing, I think before you start, you need to establish what is the percentage in terms of contribution to it.
It can't be 50-50 now.
Of course. What if the wife is earning more than the husband?
Then the ratio will still working. Or if the whole thing will switch.
The reverse will be
it. So that if I'm earning more than you as a wife, there's no big deal. If there's a project and then that project again, there's no. If you're going to build a house, if you're going to buy a land, it shouldn't be Mr. and Mrs. Labaja. That's part of the agreement. It shouldn't be Mr. and Mrs. Labaja. It should be Mr. Korede and Mrs. Oiza Emmanuel.
Is it not the same?
No, it's not the same thing. It's not Mr. and Mrs. Emmanuel is different from Mr. Korede and Mrs. Oiza Emmanuel. Put my name and your name.
You see, you're taking us back to one culture that some persons are beginning to introduce into the Nigerian maritime institution,
which is
prenuptial agreement. Everything should not be commercialized. Wait. Where there is a prenup, before we get married, they will say, bring your lawyer. No, it's not about the kids first. It's about the resources, like the resources that you are having now as the husband, the resources you're going to possibly have in the future within the period of the marriage. You find out that there is this culture we have borrowed from the West. Some persons, it is not very common in Africa or in Nigeria, but it is very appalling where the man and the woman will sit down, they agree, okay, before our marriage, this is what you're having as the man. But in the event that anything happens to this marriage,
this is how much you
for whatever reason you divorce. In the case of prenups, usually it is always the wife that initiates divorce. You as the man is being accused of infidelity. You're being accused of maybe one thing, say neglect of your wife, and the next thing she goes to court and initiates a divorce. The next thing, the court, looking at your prenup agreement, will now say, okay, before you got married, you signed this document. This is what it says. That at the end, if you divorce this woman, she's taking 2/3 of your assets.
That one is different. Let me know. You didn't allow.
Now you are coming up with the issue of if there is
I'm telling you that
a building project.
Joint account is good.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to it, but you've not even allowed me to finish.
Okay, finish.
Now the thing is, if you're saying it's a joint account for a project, I told you there's joint account for a project, there could be joint account for children. But if it is for a project and we are both contributing towards that project, if it is building, you're going to buy land, it's Mr. I'm talking about what I think it should be. It should be Mr. Korede and Mrs. I have my name, identity, Oiza.
Why would you
If-
call my name?
Oh.
You see, wait, no. It's just an example. No, Emmanuel. She's just trying to cite.
Don't mind him.
She's just trying to cite an
Let's
example.
continue. Now we'll do it that way.
Now, with all these names and elongation, is it because you don't trust your husband?
I think that's why I don't trust. It's not because I don't trust
when
you.
you got married to the man, so you expect that you now still be bearing your father's name.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm bearing your name. For instance,
So
if it is Mr. and Mrs. Lagbaja, for instance, and it is time for us to buy a land we'll be building on. I said the name on that document should be Mr. Opeyemi Lagbaja and Mrs. Oiza Lagbaja. That way, the property is our property. What if something happened in the future?
What if
It's the same thing.
while preparing the document they now wrote Mr. and Mrs. Lagbaja? What is the big deal there?
Okay, God bless you for asking. What if while preparing it is Mr. and Mrs. Lagbaja? Anybody can be Mrs. Lagbaja, but it's not everybody that can be Mrs. Oiza Lagbaja. What if something happened and you decide to, probably you people are good at that sometimes. You decide to.
When you say you people,
let me finish. I mean the people.
the gender that ate the forbidden fruit.
No, the gender that betrayed Jesus. Those gender that betrayed Jesus. What if they now feel, oh, this man is no longer good enough for me as a wife, and I want to take a second wife, or I want to take another wife? Then the same project I contributed to, I hustle to contribute to that project is now Mr. And it's not with my 20,000 naira. I agree, but it's still contribution. It will now be Mr. and Mrs. Lagbaja. Then there's another Mrs. Lagbaja. Oh, no. It can't work that way.
Let's look at this direction. You are a civil servant. Your husband is a civil servant.
Yes.
And both of you agree that you're operating a joint account for your salary. Because this thing that happened during the last screening in Kogi State, husband, many people were affected during the screening. The screening committee observed that 2 salaries were entering
The same account.
Because of that, they stopped the salaries of the husband and the wife.
They don't understand the concept of joint account.
Is it part of government policy?
No, but I don't know how. Wait, so I don't subscribe to it. So how does it work? Is it that we open account in the same like now? If your salary account is GTB and my salary account is say another bank entirely, you will now open it elsewhere. Okay, let's say your salary account is bank A, then my salary account is bank B. So if you want to now do joint account, you can as well use bank C to do joint account. So we are contributing in that joint bank C. How does that affect?
It's just a normal account, but 2 people will be signature together.
That's what I'm saying. You said they sacked, right?
They pegged down their salary. They didn't collect salary.
I don't want to talk about that because it's not making sense to me. If you are in bank A, I'm in bank B, and there's another bank C, and we are moving money to that account, I don't see how that is a problem.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. From the bank, from the AG's office, is the same account that the husband is using for salary, is the same account that the wife is using for the salary.
One account.
One account.
Joint account.
Excuse me.
Yes.
And government money is entering concurrently.
Yes.
No. Well,
I don't subscribe to such.
It doesn't.
But
after salary, you people can now say bank C deduct at all, right? Then you too but saying the money should move directly, because even that joint account, I don't know if I'm speaking for others, but for me, I feel even if you want to do that joint account, you should also have your private account. When I have my private account, you have your private account. There's a third account where we will be moving money to. But generally, I don't subscribe to joint account. I can assist when it comes to kids. The kids, we can even open an account for the kids, and we'll be moving money into the kids' account. That one is okay. If there's a project, you are the man.
You keep talking about projects.
If there's a project, you are the man.
You see,
work that out. But joint account, I don't.
Probably,
can't.
we've not looked at the issue of cultural differences.
Okay.
In this matter, we've not looked at it because, for instance, I know a lot of people within my culture, Nupi culture, that will never agree to it. They will never agree to it, irrespective of the religion they practice. They will never agree to it because, like, you keep talking about projects. Probably that's why a lot of our men die young. These days. You keep talking about project. In many parts of my culture, nobody agrees that there is a project where you will now be waiting for your wife to support or contribute before you can execute such project. You talked about maybe children project. No, if I take my children to school, it is because I can facilitate it. It is because I can pay for their school fees. Probably where, for one reason or the other, I have a problem. I cannot pay school fees. You can come in to say, help me for that period. But if I have the money later, I'll pay you back your money.
It's not me you are directing this question to. It's Korede. I'm telling you, Korede says he said he subscribed to joint account.
Yes.
I'm saying that joint account, this is why it's good, but I don't. So him now, they are the one that will do project together, pay school fees together.
The children, you said you are operating joint account for. These children, they will go to school, they will finish school, they will get job.
I'm not saying we will operate joint account for them.
Let me learn.
Like now, if you have tech.
No, when you keep talking about if there is a project, and you give example of if the children project.
If you have 4
building
kids,
project.
Let me explain so you'll be able to get my point. If you have 4 kids, Ethan, Nathaniel, Moses, Amos, each of them will have their own account.
Okay.
But we are dropping money. I'm not saying even for kids, you can't have that joint account for them. I'm saying that if I have 4 kids, they have their account. Most people open account for their kids from 6 months.
Yeah.
Once the child is 6 months, they open account.
Yes.
Then I can decide that okay, every month I'm committing 5,000 naira to Ethan. Then maybe I'll have another child. Then I'll start committing 5,000 naira to that same account. That's what I'm saying. How will you operate joint account for 4 kids? That's not what I'm saying. So you will know where you are getting me from.
The thing is that who did you meet first?
My husband.
It's your husband. And your husband is the first gift that God gave to you.
Nobody is disputing that now.
The children, now yes, they are fruits of marriage. You understand? These children, it's either you operate joint account to train them, or you don't operate to train them. They will go to school, they will get job, they will marry and leave you. You will remain you. It is you and the man that will still remain.
So then the joint account, how will it now work?
See.
No, you are advocating for joint account.
Yes.
How will it now work?
It will work. You see, he was talking about the cultural aspects. But in Christianity, whatever God has joined together, let no man if you now want to paraphrase it now,
Let no money.
let no money,
Put asunder.
let nobody,
Let no joint account.
nothing,
Let no joint
nobody
account.
put asunder.
Yes.
See, this thing is also good for the woman and even the children. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I used to tell people, okay, you don't even have a saving somewhere and you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage. What if anything happens? Where do you start from? Okay, if this joint account is in the bank, it is you and your husband that are signatory to this account.
Sorry.
If anything happens and one family, your husband family now says, no, this house belongs to my brother, you can't have access to it, you can't do this, you can't have that. That one in the bank, how will they go to the bank and collect that money from you? So this one is like a saving for your future.
For our future. It's for our future.
Yes.
You don't say for your.
Where you are transparent, where you are transparent as a father or as the head of the home, the husband, where you are transparent, I'm not sure all these eventualities we're discussing will be necessary. Yes, where you're transparent, of course. I do not advise that when it comes to finances, you tell your wife you have, say, 50,000 naira. You now tell her, I have 50,000 naira. I do not advise it.
Why?
Because of your nature as women. Until she sees the end of that 50,000, she will be sleeping and waking up thinking of that 50,000. What, irrespective of her own account balance.
That is when
what I advocate is do not have 50,000 naira in your account and tell your wife you don't have money.
Transparency. No. And you just
tell her,
talk about
yes. You tell her you have 30,000 and not 50,000. Yes. Tell her you have 30,000 and not 50,000 naira, please.
Anti-women.
No, it's not about being anti-women, but be sensible.
Which one is sensible? You said transparency.
Yes.
And you say we should be.
Yes.
Why will you have something?
God bless you, my brother.
See,
wait, listen.
You say we should be sensible.
Listen.
In marriage.
Listen.
No.
You have to, irrespective of what is happening in your home, you have to always have the rainy day at the back of your mind.
Plan it together.
See, sometimes being overly being overly transparent can lead to a lot of eventuality you never expected. So I would rather advocate that, of course, you cannot have and say you do not have. No. When you have, tell your wife you have. But full disclosure
of how much,
is what I'm against.
Then you're not transparent.
No, of course you are. You are to a large extent.
So how? When you're keeping, let's say.
It is the same you that told us here on this show that your money is our money, sort of.
No, but your money as my husband your money is my money.
Sort of.
Your money is my money. But my own money, it's our money, kind of.
No.
Yeah, that kind of is very important.
See,
because you see, you're supposed to. You're a provider. You're my head.
I did not say.
You are my neck now.
I did not say I'm not the head of the house.
I will assist.
Or that I'm not going to see.
I will assist. That's what I'm saying.
You see this the nature of a lot of women. There are excesses in your home. It takes you and your ability to instill discipline to be able to control it.
Instill discipline?
Yes.
How?
Instill discipline, including financial discipline in your home. It is very important. See, if you go about thinking you want to be overtly transparent, you have 50,000. I go back to the initial 50,000. You have 50,000. You know, oh my dear, maybe because she gave you one delicious meal, and you decide, okay, my dear, I have 50,000 naira somewhere, but what not? It is then your demand as a woman will begin to come up.
Why are you talking as if women are not being considerate? You are talking as if we are not considerate.
You speak as if you are not a woman.
I'm a woman, and that's why I'm saying that you are speaking as if we are not considerate.
It is like you're speaking for yourself.
When you said your money is our money or something.
No, I say insist your money is my money. My husband's money is my money. My own money is our money. Kind of. That kind of. I will still insist on it because now, in fact, this is why I don't want joint accounts. You as a man, take care of your responsibility. Your responsibility is to provide me shelter, food, take care of the kids. Then me, when I see that there are lapses, I'll step in and help in my own little way.
In fact, in my own belief, it doesn't end even in shelter and food.
Okay.
It extends to even your clothing.
God bless you.
Your clothing. I will do that.
This is the reason why men die.
They are not dying any early. They are not dying any early.
The load is too much.
It's not much.
There's too much responsibility
Too
on
much
you.
responsibility. Even it's the same woman that we say you are not satisfying her.
Where?
Yeah.
No, that's not. That's not. Let's not even talk about that.
That one is by the way.
You take care of welfare. God bless you.
And you still
I
want
will
to do everything.
assist. In fact, when a woman is assisting, I think it's better. You are talking as if you want a woman to share the bill with you 50-50. It is not her responsibility to share the bill with you 50-50. Where are you placing your head now? At the head of the house. Where do you want to place the head?
Where's your neck?
My neck here.
The neck of the house.
Where do you want to? No, take responsibility. God has placed you in that authority. Maintain it. Then me that I'm your helpmate, say, I will make you a helpmate. So me that I'm your helpmate now, when I see that, oh, this one is not there, the kitchen is empty, something is missing here, I should be able to assist you. But then there are instances where I want to do things for myself. I'm talking from my own perspective now. I want to do things for myself, and I don't like where I'll have to keep running back to you and say, just sir, I want to plait my hair. Please, sir. You can give me if you want to. You can say, babe, this your hair. Let's go change the style. Good, fine. That one is good. But I should be able to say, I want to foot some bills in the house. It's not that it's my responsibility to do that, but I'm being a considerate wife that wants you to live long so that we'll enjoy our life together.
You're being supportive.
I'm being supportive.
That's
so
good.
Say, okay, let me contribute this. But you can't demand all my money now.
There is something there is
talking about.
Yes. Yes.
Research I was talking about the other time also showed that
women,
this joint account, it improves communication in marriage. You see, you are spending your own money, she's spending her own money. I don't care. But when you know that the husband, I have a stake in this, the wife, I have stake in this, they will have to come together and discuss.
And
they will discuss, there will be communication.
Build the house and put me inside. Provide the food, I'll cook it. Pay the children's school fee. Where there is a lacuna, let me use that word, that lacuna, that gap, that whatever is missing, I'll step in. That is what God designed me to do. Step in. Help you. Helpmate. What did you are a pastor
do you
now?
Know what I
am a helpmate. I am not supposed to compete with you. The same way I don't compete with you in other aspects.
Another word for helpmate. Another word for
companion.
No.
What is
helpmate?
Helpmate. That is what I'm saying.
You are my helper.
Yeah, I'm your helper. When you don't have that other thing to do, when you don't have the capacity at a particular time, I will step in and fill in the gap for you. But it is not in my place. It is not in my place to bring up my salary to you now. It doesn't work like that. How can I be traveling with you? I'm trying to displace you. We're being respectful now. I'm trying to maintain that your
now you're being respectful now, because it has gotten to this extent. You are being respectful.
That is the best thing we can do as a woman.
See, the truth is this: some women have emasculated their husbands, whether we like it or not. They have emasculated their husbands because of resources that is available to them. But husbands, if the resources are available to them, they do not care. They can go all out to provide for the wife. But
some women,
listen, you speak from the perspective of your own self. We are in this society together now. We see a lot of women who have become so entitled to the resources of the husband. Yes.
Wait. You just use the word entitlement.
Yes. Entitlement mentality.
No.
Entitlement mentality.
That word has no place in marriage.
Of course it does.
That word entitlement
of course no place it in does. Marriage. For instance, listen.
I'm entitled to
money. Where a woman is making money, all right, say possibly closely equal to what the husband is making. Say the husband is making 150,000 a month, and she, the wife, is making 120,000 naira a month. In the at the end of the month, the wife will tell you, you are the head of the family, provide this, provide that. Your own 120,000, she wants to go and buy one wrapper somewhere, one lace somewhere. She wants to pay for one ankle somewhere. She wants to do. She's sitting on her own. She wants you to use your own resources, 100% of it, to provide for the family.
You said
a lot of women exist.
You said
they have an entitlement mentality.
How can you say your wife is entitled to is feeling entitled to your own money?
I just gave you an example. Listen, Oiza.
Right.
Oiza, listen.
IGHT, right.
Oiza.
One can never be entitled to her own husband's money.
Oiza, listen to me. How? Listen to me. In the scenario I just painted to you, where you want to use your own income to provide for your own personal needs, and you want the husband to use his own resources to provide for the need of yourself, himself, and the children. Is that not an entitlement mentality?
I don't want that word. That word is not right.
Listen.
That word has
Listen. What word can you use? What word?
You can say. You said she's sitting on her own money and adding for your own money.
Yeah.
You can say she's a little bit inconsiderate.
No, not a little bit. Being inconsiderate, being insensitive is what you call entitlement mentality.
Your wife is not entitled to your money. And see,
if she has this kind of mentality I just painted, it is entitlement.
Where I said there's a misconception is the fact that sometimes you feel a woman is holding her money, she's not spending it. But we all know that a good percentage of women, they spend money on their kids, your kids, our kids. Like if I collect my salary and my child needs something, I can buy from that money. I
didn't bring the example of children needs now. Me, I am telling you that
she's taking care of that indirectly.
You just refuse to admit. No, you are refusing to admit to something. I am saying that
entitlement is not. It's what I feel is not right to
Of course, it is right, because if something is wrong, it is wrong. What is wrong, you cannot say it is right.
that will make me to believe that
And
you have justified what he said.
And you want joint account.
You said it on this program.
I should bring my money. I'll bring my money.
His money is our money.
Joint account.
Once you say our money, is it not an entitlement?
Sorry.
You that want joint account. It's not your money now. You that want joint account, it's your money, your wife money, your money.
It is supposed to be the husband's money is our money.
Ima.
Me and you, husband and wife. My money is our money. Your money is our money. Not that kind of.
Yeah, it's our
Emmanuel.
kind of. If me, I don't have backup, why will I now say, baby, I want to take ice cream?
Or is that?
To say, go to Papa.
Or is that?
Can easily say, okay, take and buy.
Or is that?
Small kind of. I would like provide it.
Or is that?
I call you in far away Kano and say, hello sir, baby want to we also food bills. We food one or two bills. Now this can not talk that kind of thing again. Entitlement. My own husband's money.
Yes.
My husband's entitlement.
Your husband's money. The money is
our money.
The money is for the family.
It's our money.
But where you sit on your own money, 100%.
We're using it for us.
But I just gave you example of what happens in society.
Where?
I say where a woman is sitting on her money 100%.
It's not possible.
But I'm telling you, I'm just giving you.
And I'm saying it's not possible for a woman to sit on her money 100%.
Let's move forward.
What are you moving forward?
Let's move forward. You see, where there's honesty, where there's trust. It is only in a marriage where there's trust issue that you have find it difficult to
operate joint account. No.
And
trust issue. No,
I'm sure. I'm sure.
If you don't trust,
I can trust you as my husband. I still feel that maintain your position, provide, I assist. If we have something we want to jointly do, we talk about it. But that joint account, I can't do it. I won't do it, and that doesn't mean I'm not a responsible person or I don't trust you enough with my money. But I want you to do things. We'll talk about it, but we are not keeping our money somewhere. We're not keeping our money somewhere.
Let's now go to even the Bible now. The Bible said that women should submit to their husband.
Who is talking about submit? They say submit your money. Did you see it in the Bible that women submit your money?
Submission is submission. Submission is submission. Submission is actually submission. No, when they say submit, submit body, soul, resources, everything. That's what it means.
It comes to body, soul, resources. Where in the scripture? Please quote it. Let me read. Submit is submit. See, as my husband, I submit your authority. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What if my authority is for us to operate joint account?
We are not doing it. We will not do. I am submissive, but we can't do that. It's an individual thing. I don't want to do joint account. Okay now.
Obedience is close to godliness. Yes.
Money matter.
Whether money matter or anything, you have to. You have to be obedient.
Please, you said you don't subscribe to joint account.
I don't.
I say I'm not subscribed too. He's saying he subscribe. I said that's good. People that want to do it is good because of accountability, trust, it builds communication, it gets couples closer. You do projects together, couples that eat together, drink together, operate joint account together, they stay together
forever.
Perfect. But there are other people that don't want to operate joint account, and honorably, I'm one of those. I don't want to, but I am responsible enough to see needs at home. If I have the available resources, I will gladly meet those needs. If you have project, I'll keep talking about project because your project is my project. I will contribute. I'll contribute because I want to stay here.
Yeah, I'll now use my money. I'll use my money to execute project. You now want to.
It's not your place to build a house and put me inside.
Mr. Korede Lagbaja.
No. You are mixing it up. I said we are building together. If I am contributing, it is Mr. Lagbaja and
Mrs. Oiza Lagbaja.
If you are building your house on your own, you can decide to use the name of your child, any of our children, to build it. That one, there's no problem. But the moment you bring the idea of joint account, contribute, if I'm contributing money, why should I blindly allow you to put Mr. and Mrs.? Can't someone else come and be Mrs. in the future? Someone else can always be Mrs. in the future now. Why? Yeah, someone else can always be Mrs.
But why is it that? Why is it that?
Something can come up, and you have to think ahead as a woman. You need to plan.
Why is it that ladies? Why is it that ladies today are always suspicious of their husbands?
We're not suspicious.
That
we are only being
there must be somebody elsewhere lurking, maybe around the corner that wants to come in and become another Mrs. again in the same home.
We're only being careful.
Careful of what?
Eventualities. You were talking about the fact that you subscribe to joint account.
Yes.
And you subscribe to. You said you don't subscribe to joint account. You even made mention of the fact that women feel entitled to
some women feel entitled, and I said it with my full chest.
Women feel entitled to their husband's money. As much as I said I don't buy the idea of joint account. I said I think I'm neither here nor there. Joint account is good. Very, very good. It allows, I'll sit comfortably on the fence. It allows for accountability, transparency, build trust among couples, and also build that communication, foster communication. But in all of this, I am not a party to joint account. Do your thing as my husband that God has made you as a head, and I will support as your headmate. That is that. Joint account is good. Joint account is not good. As an African man, you're supposed to provide. And me, as an African woman, I am supposed to support. Submit and support.
1, 2, 3, 4.